Joe, how's it going, man? Connor Holt here with Wilson Motor. Just want to put a face to the name so you know who you talked to on the phone last night about these transit vans here behind me. So I'm going to do a little walk around video since you're out of state. That way you can see kind of the goods and bads about both vehicles. Keep in mind they are both used vehicles. However, they're both great. They are both totally different vehicles. So I will explain both the kind of the differences to you here in the video, and let's kind of just get going. So you inquired about this left one here last night, so I'll start on this video or on this vehicle here, and then I will come over and do this one. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a complete walk around on the outside so you can kind of see everything on the outside. We'll look on the insides afterwards, and then we'll flip over to this one over here. They are both 2017 transit vans. This one's got higher miles, and this one's got a little bit more technology as well, and some stuff included on the inside. So I'll show it to you. So starting here on this guy right here, honestly, here in the front, the lights they're not foggy at all, which is nice. So you don't have to worry about any foggy lights there. They are just gonna be your halogen lights, so not like LEDs, just the yellow lights there for you. The grill actually looks pretty clean too. I don't see any cracks or anything in the grill there at all. It's all just plastic. You got the Ford emblem there, the blue in there in the middle, obviously. The one thing on the front I could say not a big fan of is right there on top is you got some rusting up here. So that way you're able to see that as you do have some rusting there. But you do have the camera here, the camera system, which is going to help out a little bit. I mean, it's not going to be super advanced, but I think it's going to have a couple things in there, possibly lane keeping assist. I'll have to verify that when we get inside the vehicle. May have the automatic emergency brakes. I'll have to verify that too. And we can kind of just look at that a little bit there. But these are what your wheels are going to look like. So on the transit vans, they're just very basic wheels, nothing fancy about them at all. You got a lot of tread on these tires though. They are new tires. I think we may have put them on. I'm not 100% sure there, but they are new tires for sure. Here on this side, though, you do have a couple little dings and dents. So little kind of scratches here that are kind of down into it. Some dents that are popping out, so like someone hit the door from the inside there on that one there. Another one here. A couple on the door there. Really is all on this side. If I can see, there's another little scrape right there. On this guy here, though, they did put a hitch, so you have a trailer system here that you could tow something behind you on this van as well. Something else that's really nice is you do have a window. This one obviously does not have a window, so you have a window on the back of this one. So you have that, and then kind of just going on this side here, a couple of little dents, and these are all things that it looks like it hit the walls from the inside, something moving around, and so they popped out on the outside of the vehicle. Some little scrape right there. That's gonna be the exterior of this guy right here. Let me open it up. As you can see, it's very bare. Nothing came with this one at all. It's just the truck itself. It's obviously been used as a cargo truck. They put a lot of stuff in here. You can see that a lot of things have been slid on this, and so that's why you got like the metal showing over the paint, because the paint's been scratched with lots of moving different things. But it would be set to be able to immediately start building stuff into it. So if you had plans for how you want to build stuff into it, this would be ready for you to do whatever you want. You already have some LED lights here. And then you have LED lights in the back. And obviously you can put lots more lighting in here if you want to do more lighting and however you want to build this one out. Then you do have this little door system here, which I think typically you could open it up because you have the hinges here, but it looks like the last guys didn't want to and they bolted it shut. But you could undo these bolts and then have this door open if you want to have a door that you can get from the back to the front. Or you can just keep it a wall like this, or you can take it all the way out if you don't want it in there anymore. So that's kind of different options here you can do in this guy. Let's run up to the front real fast. Oh, let me close this one first. Up here in the front, a couple different options up here. One, you're gonna have the leather seats, so you can see that. You have windows, or both windows you can do, which is just this window. So this window does not move, but these windows will go down, so you can see that. These are your headlight controls. These are your mirrors. This is a trailer brake system put in as well. Since you have that hitch back there in the back, you got your TCS off there option. blinkers and brights, and then your wipers on the left side. Nothing fancy about the steering wheel at all. You don't have cruise control or anything like that in this one. This is how you're going to be shifting. You got a 12-volt charger right here, a 12-volt charger right here, your climate control, an aux cord option, and then just a very basic radio system here for your music. It doesn't even look like this has Bluetooth, which is pretty crazy because it's a 2017 and I would think it would have Bluetooth. But you're gonna have to do mostly like aux cord, depending on your music, how you want your music to be done here. There is a owner's manual in there, so if you have questions you can always look at that for this one. And then you have a little bit of storage up here, but really not a whole lot because you're not supposed to put anything heavy up here because you can see it's pretty wobbly. But then it does also have the mirror. That one does not have a mirror because it doesn't have the back window. So miles on this guy, just so you're aware of it, you're having 152,935 or 152,935 miles. You got your RPMs over here, gas level, engine temperature, speed on the right there, and like you can, I guess I don't think this moves anything at all either. I guess you can change it. I was just gonna reset it. So that's gonna be everything here. It's a pretty basic van, but you can do a lot of fun stuff with this one. I'm not gonna turn it off because I actually had to jump this one. So let's start going right into this one now. As for that little camera in the front, I actually have no idea what it is because I didn't see any options for it. So I'll have to look on the window sticker and see what it comes with. Okay, so now we're on to the other 17, the one that's got less miles. It's a little bit more expensive, like by 2,000, I think. Just so you're aware to see a couple different options. So your front grille here does have a little ding right there. It's good. This part section is taken out. There's a little kind of crack right there. This one does have a little bit of rusting up there in that same spot. Not as bad as that one, but there is a little bit of rusting there, and so I could maybe have our touch-up guy see if he can climb up there and touch that up for you. I believe both of these have had put new windshields. I think they've had new windshields put in here, done by us, so you're aware of that. This is what your wheels are on this side. So once again, that's just a basic transit wheel. It's not very fancy, but you got a lot of tread on these tires, some new tires again. As for dents on the side, you do have one, kind of that one's pushed in right here. I think that's all I can see. That's on this side here. I didn't really even open up that door at all in the other van. There's only the one door on the right side, but you have the doors here in the back. On the back, this one's kind of nice, is where you're gonna have a backup camera. That one does not have a backup camera, but you also have this little kind of this hole on this plastic piece right there. And there are also 4 backup sensors here. So you're gonna have the 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you are in reverse, it's also going to let you know if you're getting too close to any objects here, because hey, you don't have a window to show you how close you are to things. So luckily Ford thought about that for you. Over here on this side, really not very many dings or dents at all. There's one from like the inside kind of popping out there, but I really don't see very many on this side at all. So in reality, I mean, they both have kind of their exterior flaws. They both have been work trucks, or I mean cargo vans obviously. Inside here, this one actually has a lot of stuff already put into it. So I don't know if this is something you'd use or if you'd want to get rid of. That would be all up to you. So we do have shelving units here. They have an additional jack and tool set here because you got another one that's up there under the passenger seat. But you got shelves for days in here that you could store lots of different stuff in here. This one does have the door here, so you can climb into the front up there. That does open. It's not bolted shut. So I'll probably just crawl into that later. If I can close it now. Just gotta hit it hard enough. Wow. You got these things here to keep it a little bit quieter, kind of like a sound barrier, so it's gonna keep it a little quieter so you're not bouncing off metal while you're talking back in here. More shelves on this side. Open shelves here. I don't really know what this thing is right here. I don't know if it's like an air conditioner or something like that, because it looks like it's got 2 air intakes, or one that brings air in, one that puts air out. I don't know how it works though, so I'm not 100% positive there. But like I said, you could take all of these things out if you don't want them, and we go from there. Just so you're aware how this door works pretty easily. It's just a slide open. And you got it like that. Inside wise on this guy though, so your seats are actually gonna be fabric over here rather than the leather like in the other one. Same thing though, you're gonna have your window controls, your locks, your mirror controls, your headlights. You can actually change the brightness of your display over here if it's too bright over there. This is gonna be for those parking sensors where you don't want the beeping noise. You just turn that off like this and it will be turned off. You got the TCS off again. You're gonna have heated mirrors over there, so that way if you happen to be cold at all down there in Arizona in the winter time, if there's any winter at all for you, you can have those heated and they will be warmed up for you. You're gonna have the blinkers and lights on this side again, wipers over here. This one does have Bluetooth and cruise control, so your cruise control is right here, your Bluetooth and all your media controls on the left side. This is gonna control the little screen up here, so you can have different options to be able to see right there in the middle. This one has 113,815 miles, so we're looking roughly 40,000 miles less than what the other one is. RPMs on the left, gas, engine temperature, speed, and like I said, you have lots of different information you can look at here, like your gas mileage and stuff like that. Same thing, you're gonna be shifting from this guy. You can go into manual mode and go up and down from here. You got a 12-volt charger, 12-volt charger, a USB charger, no aux cord here. And that's because you have Bluetooth, so you can use Bluetooth on this one. You can probably connect through the aux cord through the USB there too. Climate controls, all of your media controls. It's going to show up here on this little screen where what you're on when you're on the radio. Like I said, you have your phone, you can connect to Bluetooth there. And then this is your backup camera. It'll pull up there, and you also have predictive lines there. So as you are turning the vehicle, it's going to show you where the back of the vehicle is going to be going because you don't have that mirror. No mirror. It's kind of weird to look at there. And then no backup or no window back there. There's also additional air here. And I don't know where that's coming from. That's coming from up here on the top. But it's hot. It's weird. I actually have no idea where that air is coming from. Maybe that's coming from the back. That's kind of cool. So you have two air systems. You got the one here, which is going to be up front, and this air is coming from somewhere else, either up there or in the back. I don't know. Anyways, that's these two vehicles. Hopefully that answers some questions about which ones you'd like. If you want me to do any additional pictures for you on anything, let me know. Hopefully I can help you out some way or another, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, man.